like you kind of experimented with a couple different rotations, obviously AB and Dantas, and then Kemi and Dantas as well. Just what were you trying to do with like the new rotations?
What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. Christie size has got to go. There is no other way to say this. I've been saying this. The fans have been saying this, and it's just simply time. Make sure you guys get in here, subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys, as we will be discussing Christie size and her horrendous coaching that just cannot be excused anymore. Let's get in here, subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. Like the video, thumbs up. Let's go. Calls mount for Christie size firing after baffling decision against Lynx. Now, first off, shout out to Nafisa Collar, if I'm saying it correctly. She was the best player on the floor last night. She did an outstanding job, and she has been making, a lot of noise when it comes to this whole MVP situation. She's been pretty good. I've been following her, trying my best to, not cover her because obviously I want Caitlin Clark to get the Rookie of the Year and be second runner-up to the MVP. But last night, kudos to her. Let's get down to subject matter. Christie size. Her rotations are simply terrible. She does not know what she's doing. Christie size, aka Sean Payton, because she looks just like Sean Payton to me. She needs to go. And now the fans, for the 15th millionth time, are roaring for her job. They want her gone yesterday. And you can see the chemistry between Caitlin Clark and Christie size is simply not there. But let's get into this report, guys. Now, we all saw how Lexi Hull was outstanding after the Olympic break. So you would think that Lexi Hull would be in the starting lineup, that she earned her minutes. Nope, coming off the bench again. And on top of that, we're going to get into this later. This whole, what's her name? Nalissa Smith. Yo, she got to go too. And I'll tell you guys why. But let's talk about this dumb bonehead decision, mistake that Christie size keeps doing. Indiana's head coach decided not to start talented guard Lexi Hull despite her recent success in the lineup. She's proven to be one of the Fever's best spot-up shooters and has played extremely well next to Caitlin Clark. Highlighted word, Caitlin Clark. Obviously, guys, Caitlin Clark is very, very good at being a point guard. She's very good at delegating the ball, meaning passing the ball, knowing where the ball should be, where the person needs to be, and she could have benefited off of a spot-up shooter. That's like having a Klay Thompson on your team. Somebody who's not going to be ball dominant, catch and release. Christie size did not start her, which makes no sense to me. But what do I tell you guys? Christie size is in over her head. When she takes some of these aggressive, butch, mean-ass women out of the lineup, they have an attitude with her, and she is not built for that type of pressure. Christie size is a sweetheart. That's simply what it is. No matter how much of a tough coach she wants to be labeled, she's a sweetheart. And we saw that when the last game against the Seattle team, when the coach got all in her face, the opposing players got in her face, and she looked like she was about to break down. She looked scared. She looked nervous. And at the end of the day, this role for this generational talent being Caitlin Clark is just not going to be able to sustain. The relationship is damaged, and Caitlin Clark does not have complete faith in her. Now, if you ask me, I think that the team has more faith in Caitlin Clark now because Caitlin Clark is that type of leader. But not to have a spot-up shooter on the floor when you need her is just crazy. Again, Minnesota Lynx clutched their playoff positioning, and it was all because of Nafisa. That young lady is raw. And the more and more I'm watching these teams play, the more and more I'm starting to just really fall in love with the WNBA. I mean, the WNBA is tough. They play way more physical than the men. Until I see the NBA make adjustments, I'm going to lean more into the WNBA now. That's just how I feel. But the fact that she started Katie Lou over Lexi Hull. Shout out to Katie Lou. We know that you have your moments every now and then sporadically. Hull has just been performing better. And, you give these teams too much of a break. These coaches try to become too innovative when they need to stick to what's working, guys. But let's look at this, guys, where people are extremely upset And this is from a fan. Christie size need to be fired. Starts Katie Lou over Hull after Lexi scores a season high on 6 threes. Puts Hull in the game to guard Nafisa Caller when we have Dantas and Boston in the game, which are extremely women who have greater size than Lexi Hull, if you guys don't get where this is going. Refuses to run sets designed for Caitlin Clark, resulting in her getting trapped. Yes, that's very hard when your coach doesn't put you in the best position for you to perform and for you to use your skill set. You know, a lot of these wins that the Indiana Fever have been getting has been because of the talented roster and also the superb leadership from Caitlin Clark. Has been overshadowing Christie Side's horrendous coaching, and I keep telling you guys this. Christie Sides not starting Lexi Hull and not getting Caitlin open for shots in the second half is unacceptable. Imagine if the Indiana Fever had a real coach where they'd be in this season. Man. I keep telling you guys that, and I think that the best coach would be a male coach. A male coach, guys, would benefit this team because the truth of the matter is a lot of these women already need reality checks. And I think that Caitlin Clark needs someone who can be strong enough, right? Mentally, physically, emotionally to help her make these decisions. Caitlin Clark can't be the bad guy. Yes, you guys don't think Caitlin Clark wants to come in and say, you suck, you suck, you suck. You need to sit down. This person needs to come in. This person needs to come in. I mean, maybe she'll be more nice than that. But being that she's a Caucasian woman with all this attention and all of this jealousy pitted against her, she knows that people are going to pull the race card. You need somebody who's going to come in there and mean business so that Caitlin Clark isn't painted in that picture. And Caitlin Clark and the head coach needs to be besties, lock and step. I do not see that with Christie Size, and I don't think we ever will. Quite frankly, I don't. Christie Size is too much of a coward to make the hard decisions. That comes with being the head coach. Boom. She is an assistant and nothing more. Get her gone. And an assistant is too much praise. Maybe she should be the uniform manager, right? Wash the uniforms, make sure that we have the right jersey colors, a home or away game. But this is exactly, I know I wasn't the only one. Look at this. Christie Size is too much of a coward to make the hard decisions. What did I just tell you guys? Anybody can see that. You got to be fearless as a head coach. You cannot care about what your teams, the players under you are going to say. You have to rule with an iron fist, but also have love and grace and display that when deemed necessary. But this whole situation, guys, comes from, she's just in over her head. She's in over her head, and it shows even in the post-game presser. Like, look at this.
And it looked like you kind of experimented with a couple different rotations, obviously AB and Dantas, and then Temi and Dantas as well. Just what were you trying to do with like the new rotations?
Yeah, it just kind of was going well for us when Dantas went in, and you know when things are going well, you want to just kind of keep this thing. You know, AB and D play well together. They can, you know, I think AB started to Collier a little bit, which was good. I thought she did a great job on her. But those two are just, you know, they make smart basketball reads. Dantas can post you up. She had some great posts when she caught it. She can also stretch the defense. So just having those two out there. But that veteran, Dantas just brings a veteran presence out there on both ends of the floor.
What was that? What was that? A bunch of nothing. A nothing burger, a bunch of word soup. Sean Payton, a.k.a. Christie Size, does not know what she's doing. She doesn't even know how to talk in the post-game presser. She's looking down, trying to think of what to say. They asked her a specific question. She's like, we need a veteranship, but then she says she can stretch the D, can stretch the floor. Bro, what? You had Lexi Hall literally guarding the player who was going off 31 points. Did that make sense to you? Like, boy, hey, I don't know what it is and why this lady still has her job. Does she have anything on the organization that we don't know about? This just calls for some type of questioning and investigation, in my opinion. Christie Size should be fired for not starting Lexi Hull. Fire Christie Size already. She is assistant coach material, not head coach. And that's simply the truth, guys. I'm going to wrap it up right here as we've stretched this topic enough. I think that the Indiana Fever know what they need to do going forward. I don't know how the general manager and the owner are going to come to this decision that they should have made I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, but we shall see. We shall find out. You guys let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know how you guys are feeling about this. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Yeah.